Welcome back once again to Frontliner YouTube channel, and thank you so much for your great support always. Now, my fellow Kenyans, we are still following up the case of the late city lawyer Mbobu Kyalo, who was murdered here in Nairobi in Karen at Magadi Road, where, as we are talking right now, Chief Government Pathologist Johannes Oduor have confirmed to the people of Kenyans that lawyer Kyalo Mbobu died from excessive bleeding and severe injuries after being shot 8 times. 2 bullets have been recovered after the autopsy that was being done earlier today. And before you watch the video, ensure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Then don't forget to turn on notification bell for more updates daily. Just subscribe to our YouTube channel and like our videos. It is just a request and a reminder. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and like our videos.
Mortem of the late Wakili, and upon having examined the body, we found that Wakili was shot a total of 8 times, and with most of the gunshot coming from the right side of the body. We were able to recover 2 bullets, which are being given to the investigating officer for ballistic purposes. So he bled, there's a lot of bleeding because there was an injury to the neck vessels. There was also injured to the spine. So these injuries were severe enough to cause death. Yeah.
So he died as a result of injuries caused from bleeding?
Both. There was severe injuries, which you saw, spinal injury and neck injuries, and there's also a lot of bleeding.
Okay. Is there anything interesting you found in the body apart from the gunshot wounds?
No, apart from gunshot wound, we didn't see anything much, other than the fact that we recovered some 2 bullets, which will be taken for analysis. Yes. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much.
I have a question because 2 bullets. Does it mean one was the one that shattered the window and also had injuries of the broken window?
Okay, some of these bullet wounds were actually gray zones. Find that they were just passing through the skin but not getting into the body. But some had entry and exit. But now there's this one which we did have an exit, and we found it within the left upper arm. Yes. Yeah.
So you found 2 bullets, but he was shot 8 times?
8 times, yeah. Yes. Most of them, as I said, were coming from the left side, and they were going through the neck and the upper arm. Yes, I didn't see any injury inside the chest cavity, which was intact. Yeah.
I know some of this will be scientific and also ballistic examination. The angles, what was the angle of the bullet and the distance of which you can tell?
Okay, first of all, in the terminal wound ballistics, there's something called tattooing. Tattooing is if someone shoots you from nearby, you'll find that there will be some associated injury on the skin, which are caused by gunpowder, which is coming out, and they're hot. So we could see also tattooing on the skin, especially on the chin. This just showed that this person was near the deceased when he was shooting. Yes.
Did he die instantly or he bled for some time?
I think he bled for some time. And you see, when you have an injury to the jugular vein, which is a very big vein, it requires someone who is near the hospital to survive. Otherwise, you'll bleed until you die. Yes.
So meaning what you said, this was intentional, hitting at the right point?
Definitely, someone shooting you 8 times. Someone who want to kill you. Yeah. Yes.
Thank you.
So that is what is now happening behind the late city lawyer Mbobu Kyalo, who was murdered 2 days ago in Karen at Magadi Road on his way to home, Huko Karen. So that is what is happening. And the truth that is here is that Nairobi is now becoming too dangerous. And yet Nairobi is the capital city of Kenya, but it's becoming too dangerous each and every day. It is just a few days ago where some of the jobless youths turned themselves into gangs. They were robbing people, throwing dirty things to the Kenyans. If you don't give them money, many things are happening. But here in Nairobi, it is becoming excess because of the economy that have been dragged down by the government of William Samoei Ruto. I keep on reminding you on this platform that William Samoei Ruto is the reason why thieves and gangs are rising up in the Republic of Kenya, because these jobless youths are the people that are turning themselves to thieves. so that they can get something to eat. It is true. Then before we proceed again with this analysis, I want you to watch another video again.
Detectives investigating the assassination of Nairobi lawyer Matthew Kyalo Mbobu have been examining the final hours of the slain advocate with the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, zeroing in on a meeting at a hotel along Milimani Road between 11 a.m. and 1:15 p.m., followed by lunch with individuals now listed as persons of interest in the ongoing probe. Crucial CCTV footage tracked the lawyer's vehicle from around 5 p.m. in the evening towards his home in Karen, a journey that ended in tragedy just 40 minutes later. As Citizen TV's Ben Kirui details in the following report, eyewitnesses have given chilling accounts of the brazen daylight execution that took place along Magadi Road in Nairobi's Karen South area.
The police say they are now in possession of critical CCTV footage from several points, including private buildings, along the path taken by murdered Nairobi lawyer Kyalo Mbobu. The footage is helping piece together Mbobu's final movements, tracing his journey from his city office to Sagret Hotel along Milimani Road. He arrived at the hotel at 11:05 a.m. on Tuesday, where he held a 3-hour meeting with several individuals that are now being treated as persons of interest. Cell receipts and CCTV timestamps indicate that the group shared lunch that cost 3,000 Kenya shillings in total. At 1:45 p.m., the lawyer left Sagret Hotel and headed back to his office. Mobile phone records are also being scrutinized for any clues into the brutal killing. Later that day, at 5:09 p.m., Mbobu left his office at Townhouse. Surveillance and phone data show his route through Wabera Street, City Hall Way, Parliament Road, Uhuru Highway, Nyayo Roundabout, and onto Langata Road, before diverting to Magadi Road. He was just minutes away from his Boyani home in Karen when assailants who were trailing him struck with chilling precision. Judging by the nature of this stretch along Magadi Road, it is evident that the assailants intended to strike here. Naturally, traffic slows at this diversion, making it an opportune spot for an ambush.
Pande ya kwenda Rongai tulikuwa na jamu kubwa, lakini pande nyingine hatukuwa na jamu. Sasa wakati walipiga kelele, nini unafanya? Tayari amekalia pikipiki yenye ilikuwa ready pale juu. Sisi sasa tukifika pale tunateremka, watu wanasema ashaenda. Basi watu wa pikipiki wanapale wanasema huyu mtu ameuawa tu hivyo. Tukasema kwani kuna kutu kuuawa pia?
Unajua mimi niliona jamaa na muovertake. Kumuovertake bike ikatani. Yule jamaa mwenye nakueleza nikaona ni kama anamsnatch simu, kumbe yeye alimpiga, akapanda tu pale, hata hakuwa na haraka by the way. Akalimpiga, akaingia tu pale kwa bike. Wakamove. Vileza jamaa wengine walikuwa wale wanduzi wanasema, "We, huyu jamaa ameua mtu hapa hivi. Tufanye aje?" Ndio akaanza kumfuata kidogo. Kumfuata kidogo, mimi vile niliwasha, huyo jamaa sasa akafika pale mbele akapiatua risasi yeye akaenda.
Eyewitnesses say the attackers executed the hit swiftly and fled the scene on a motorbike via the Galleria Mall area.
Muundo hiyo pikipiki inakaa hizi sport bike. Rider alikuwa na helmet, lakini mtu wa nyuma alikuwa amevaa ile maski ile ya jeshi, ile inakaa kama ya jeshi ama ile ya watu wa bodaboda, mask. Ile inaficha tu uso lakini macho inaonekana peke yake.
While the motive remains unclear, investigators confirm that nothing was stolen from the scene. The Law Society of Kenya has condemned the killing, describing Mbobu's death as a grave loss to the legal fraternity. Ben Kirui, Citizen TV, Nairobi.
So, between those two videos, I hope you understand what is now happening inside the circle of the late city lawyer Mbobu Kyalo, who was murdered by gunmen riders on a motorcycle here in Nairobi at Magadi Road in current late hours after his job. That is what we have preserved for you today, so that we can make sure that you have all the exclusive updates behind the late city lawyer who was murdered 2 days ago. And this one should be a wake-up call to any official from the government, any leader that is now occupying public offices, because right now anybody that have been involved himself into political affairs in the Republic of Kenya, their lives are in danger. Hawa wanasiasa wote, because they are fighting among themselves. Huyu ataki huyu, mara huyu anataka huyu. Those people that are a bit safe are the ones that are in government. those people that are praising William Samoto each and every day. But the other one that are wako opposition side, how ndio wako kwa shida because they are being followed each and every day by the government of William Samoto to make sure that the government make them to be afraid because of the next general election in 2027. Because right now, both opposition and Kenya Kwanza government are busy preparing themselves as the force and also as the factor so that the people of Kenyans can decide on where to go. And I told you on this platform that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta's family knows what happened inside this case, inside this death. It is true. Because after his press in the morning, then this lawyer was being killed in the afternoon. And inside his press statement, he called the name of the Red City lawyer, Mbobu kyalo, who was murdered here in Nairobi. And that is the reason why many Kenyans are having panic behind Kenothia. Hiyo ndio inafanya watu wengi wanawakashifu. So that is what is happening. Keep it locked at Frontliner because I will make sure that you get well updated on what is happening behind the death of the late city lawyer Mbobu kyalo, who was murdered here 2 days ago just because of politics and because of cases at court, because he was trying to solve the case between the local banks and the cousin of Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, and may God bless you.